Hi everyone, this is Bailey Meyers for Fandom. Today we are here with the cast of Archer along with a fan correspondent, Amy, who is excited to be asking some questions from the Wiki community. Well, we have plenty of great questions to ask you and also some questions from me too. Is the agency still committed to its environmental mission, or will season 13 see them going in a different direction?
Oh. You say committed to an environmental mission as though they were really into it to begin with, but...
Lana is the only environmentalist on this team, and she's looking around and the world's on fire, and she's like, I might as well just like get mine and jam, because we're all going down in a ball of flames. So, you know, we're all dying inside a little bit this season. I think that's what's happening.
We just do whatever they tell us to do, as actors and as characters on the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we never do what they tell us to do as characters on the show, or as actors on the show.
Or as human beings.
Speaking of Lana, so if someone in real life were to just walk past you with a real fur coat, would you have the same allergic reaction as Lana?
Oh wow, that's such a
Is it Angora?
Such a good. Yeah, if it was Angora, I would just sneeze. And then while I was sneezing, I would say asshole. So that's what would happen. You know, that's such a good question because like nobody wears fur anymore, and it's so shocking to see on the street.
You just don't hang out with the right crowd.
Oh, that's it. That's it. I know. I'm out here on the street with the pores. So I've never seen a real fur coat in real life. But I have seen a couple of like little old ladies like wander by, and I think like I should go up and and fling blood on them, but then I just never have like a available container of fresh blood in my pocket because I didn't plan.
So, for the cast, what changes can we expect from the characters this season?
Changes?
They're the same old assholes they've always been.
Perfect.
They're probably more assholes. They up to their level, maybe? No, I don't know. Yeah.
No growth, no progression,
Well,
no self-reflection.
we have a new guy, we have a new boss that we don't like, so that sort of ups our game of taking on the man.
Yeah, we have a common enemy that we can all rally behind our hatred of.
Against.
We're all sort of vying for, the leadership role in a way. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out, friends.
So there's a big new bad boss to look forward to?
Yes, Fabian.
How does that change the group dynamic?
Well, he's pitting us sort of against one another, except nobody wants Krieger to run the place. But it's really like who's going to be the new boss of this agency, and he runs us through like a series of really grueling missions just to test our mettle, I guess. But all that really ultimately does is form a bond between the group that's stronger than before, I think. Right?
Oh.
If you could even imagine that we could be any closer than we've been for the past 12 seasons, we become even closer.
Just get ready for season 13, the closening.
That's so sweet, yeah.
That's very wholesome. I noticed that Pam, she's relatable and she struggles with a lot of real life things that don't get enough compassion and support, I think. And do you think her story will help society raise more awareness and support for people who, struggle with mental health and drug abuse and gambling addiction? Do you think that makes them more like, yeah, so it's like, yeah.
I don't know if Pam ever was meant to be a role model, but she is the one we deserve. The role model we deserve.
Role model of influence.
Influencer. She is. I do think that oftentimes people will ask like who's the heart of the show, and Pam is kind of that. You're right. She's really relatable. So people are like, oh, Pam, if she can get through this drug addiction, maybe I can too. So I hope that Pam is able to do that for people, but I don't know that she will.
No, I would actually. It is really a good point that like I think Pam is everybody's favorite character. Like whenever they would ask me, I would always be like, it's obviously Pam, it's not Lana. But she's remember like when AJ was like under threat and like Pam turned into like essentially like Queen Kong and like galloped through the offices destroying things to save a baby. Like she is the heart of the show. Yeah. She is the most kind of compassionate and sweet. And the most buffeted about by exterior forces. Yeah. So I think that's a really perceptive question.
Yeah, it really is, and very sweet. I've never got asked that nice of a question.
The closening.
I would also point out that if anyone would like to get obscure literature tattooed on their back, she's also a good role model for that. Yes. Any biblical passages or some Chaucer you'd like to ink permanently on your body, then Pam's your girl.
It's just all about living life to its fullest, right?
Yeah.
And being a good person at heart.
Well, in a similarly wholesome vibe, who in the cast would make the best real-life spy?
Talking characters or
I'm
us?
talking you.
Oh, us.
We're talking about the paper.
I'm like, I know
it would be
Lana's a
Aisha.
good spy. Let's go beyond.
I kind of think that it would be Chris. Because I think that Chris has this very even-keeled demeanor, and he's so nice and genuine that he couldn't possibly be up to any good. And then you just wake up in the morning and you're missing a kidney, you know. And it was Chris.
What spies do.
Yeah, you know. I
That
mean,
doesn't happen too often.
Organ spies.
I'm just telling you that story for a friend. But if anyone has a kidney, I could use one.
The agency team has been through a lot together. Which of their missions was your favorite?
Ooh.
I loved Papal Chase, that episode, that mission where they went to Rome.
That was the first time Pam went into the field, which
Okay.
made it like it was
Right.
this new level that we had achieved.
Right. That's all. I literally remember nothing else about it.
This is not a mission, but was it season 5 that was Archer Vice, right? And that was the cocaine season, and I'm sorry guys, but that was my favorite season. Sorry kids out there. Not because of the drugs, just because of like the wildness and the lawlessness and like the complete like rule breaking of that season. That was the season that Pam had her drug issue,
Yes.
which she was very creative with. She was making like whipped cream and cupcakes and mayonnaise out of it.
For
We made a
casts.
country album. Yeah, we made a country album together. We ruled a Banana Republic. Like it was just like a radical. Is that the season that AJ was born? The end of that season? So like a lot happened for all of our characters that season, but also it referred to like all of the shows and like themes that I love from my youth, like, you know, cocaine, Burt Reynolds, and truck and convoys and cocaine. So those were, that was my favorite season.
Chris, Lucky, have you liked any of the episodes?
Oh, no. I mean, my favorite episode is the elevator episode when we all get trapped in the elevator together, but it's not really mission-based.
Yeah.
I mean, it was going to be a viewing of, what's the Matthew Modine movie? Vision Quest, right? Wasn't that ultimately what going to be? Hey, season 13, The Closening, more Milton.
I'm sorry, it's season 13, The Toastening.
He just leveled up!
No, it's fine. It's working fine. It's great. It's fine.
I like it when Cyril gets to be the dictator guy. That was fun.
That was the 5th season. Was that Miami Vice? That was
Oh,
Archer Vice season.
I
We stay aligned, Chris.
I loved when Archer came out of the coma and Cyril was a buff super agent and like super talented in the field and doing everything right, and then along came Archer to turn him back into the same old Cyril.
Well, is there anything else you'd like fans to know about this upcoming season before we wrap up here?
Here's something I would like the fandom to know about this show and this cast. We're much nicer than we appear on camera. We're nice people. Very nice people. I know that's not really apparent from our behavior this morning, but we're very
Just
nice.
like you, don't worry about it.
Well, I'd like to thank all of you nice people very much for being here with us today, and thank you, Amy, for
Yay,
your
Amy!
time.